Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on.
Won't you take me to that place? Take me to that place. Won't you take me to that place? Won't you take me to that place? Won't you take me there, man? Because you said enough, you said enough, you said enough. Because you said enough, you said enough.
I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you what love's supposed to be. I can show you what love's supposed to feel like. I can show you, yeah. I can show you, yeah. You're the light inside of me every night. We're chasing dreams, ain't got time to make 'em see what we believe. You and me, yeah. You're the light inside of me every night. We're chasing dreams, ain't got time to make 'em see what we believe. You and me, yeah.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. I'm late. I'm really late for the day, but we are gonna try to see if we can still host more duels. Yesterday it started out pretty good and then it kind of slowed down, but I'm assuming it's just like, look, it's the end of the season, so I'm assuming it's going to be quite a decent bit of slowdown, especially for the final week, which is coming up real soon. So I thought, you know what, I could potentially just be like, hey guys, I'm late, let's just do more duels next week or something like that. My sleep has been awful, so I'm like, you know what, maybe it will be a good day to be like, you know, let's just worry about my health for the day. Then I thought, like, you know what, maybe next week duels will be basically impossible. You know what I mean? It's the end of the season. People are going to be doing the final pushes. maybe it's not worth for us just to push yet another thing of duels unless people really wanna. Might even be nice just to take a break, right? Let the duels kind of simmer and then come back in the new season, let them be fresh, and then get everybody back in. So potentially we might let it have duels next week. Well, I'll keep you guys all in the loop in terms of what we're gonna do with them. But yeah, no one would duel me if I went, so I went to Orgrimmar and just started killing people. I mean, yo, next, when patch 11.2 is finally here, we are gonna bring it back to NA. I do want to start doing them regularly on NA, whether participation is good or not. Just bringing them back, I think, would be really nice. Just because, you know, they've been really out of the out of that loop for a good bit. I am wondering if I should still do them at like what we've been doing with EU at 3. That still is a little early though, isn't it? So doing them like normally 5 PM EST makes a little more sense, right? I don't really know. I kind of like doing the whole 3, except this is the worst whenever I have like, you know, if I'm sick. Or if I have like, you know, sleeping problems. 3 has been good when I'm healthy and all that, and 3 has been awful when I'm not healthy or not really feeling super healthy. So yeah, yeah. Impatience 6 is real nice. What does that even do? To be honest, is that a PvP talent? Does anybody use it? I mean, I'm assuming people do use it, but it's like it's something I don't hear about. Doesn't have them encrypt. I need to look it up. Let me get the music going here, boys. Hope everybody's having a good one. We gotta get ourselves some groups together. I saw Leo try to put a group together there. I don't know if plushes run today, so I'm gonna make the other group. So if y'all want to join in for some 5v5 1v1 duels, probably the last ones, one of the few duels before patch 11.2, that would be the best time to pop in here, boys. I'm gonna pose this here. Lobosidion teleport? By how much? Also, what is the base CD? Isn't it like 30 seconds, 20 seconds, something like that? I like how I said that and the ghoul goes, yeah, when I click him. I was about to be like, no, I don't think that's true. But then I'd be arguing with the freaking ghoul. I don't know if that'll be any value, man. You know what I mean? What else gonna buy? Because this is gonna be going away soon, isn't it? Yeah. What else gonna purchase over on the EU side of things? I don't think I can purchase anything. Do we already know what's gonna be in the next training post, the August one? Did they preview that yet? Or is that no? It's what I put mess with someone's place. Oh, I guess yeah, that makes sense. But still, I just don't know like how good of a CDR it is. I guess I should look it up, shouldn't I? But yo, group is listed. I'm gonna start asking around. Let me actually look it up real quick, just because I could just take my focus there for a second. Warlock, Demo. What is in base cooldown? I see there's someone's circle cooldown or ability, but I don't see demonic teleport ability. What is the teleport cooldown? Oh, 30 seconds. There it is. Okay, I found base one. And then you get impish instincts. Taking physical damage reduces the cooldown of demonic circle, so it's not baseline. Cannot occur more than once every 5 seconds. Oh, okay, so you could probably get like a few good hits out of it. And you could probably get like 10 seconds off maybe. So you look at a basically 20-second demonic circle if you're constantly getting attacked by physical damage. Is it just physical? Taking direct physical damage. Do bleeds count? Reduces the chance, so it's a guarantee. Okay. Is that good? I mean, it's probably good in like solo when you're getting constantly healed and you can port more regularly. That, I think, is probably good, but I don't know about duels. I mean, maybe it's good enough, but it's like short enough where it's nice enough mobility so you can always dip away. But yeah, it seems a little all over the place. Jaina, get in here, guy. Get in here, bro. Hell yeah, first one in. Beautiful. Let me see if I can ask around, man. Let me see if I can ask around. I don't know if Answer is joining these. Does he wanna? Oh, Koopa. Hey, duels? We got a fresh group listed. Hey, get you in here because I did ask about it last time. Ash, I did ask yesterday, but I don't know if he'll be doing duels today. Arbus, Let me ask him. I don't know really. Hey, Arbus, wanna join 5v5 duels? Guys is back at, yo, get in here. And yo, Asriel says yes. Yo, so if Coop is joining in, that means Mikkel is probably gonna join in, huh? Hold on a second. Well, very possible. Not guaranteed, but possible. So then we'd need, like, with Mikkel, what, one more body? And then we'll be set. Does Blaga want to join in? Hey man, want to join 5v5s? I'll just ask. Blaga has been really cool, but I think he might just be chilling and just focusing on Dipson. I think I asked Dipson before, didn't I? We double check. Dipson. He's in Sanctum. Oh no, I never actually asked him about it, did I? Next season? Okay, friend. And hey, Veli's on? Yo, are me and Feli ever gonna actually get some Tombstone together? I guess maybe I'll ask her next season, man, right? I'll see if she's down for it. I asked Oscar yesterday. What did Oscar say last time? Did he say anything? No, he didn't say anything. I'm not gonna bug you today. Hey, duels? I'll see if Pascal's down to join for some duels. Paz, I don't think he joins regularly. Hey, duels today? Where's Cobra? Where's I don't even see Rick either. Do we invite Zikari at this point, dude? He might just be actually spamming out, honestly. He might just be pushing, but maybe I'll ask him anyway. Did I ask Anto? I didn't actually, so let me see if he's down. Hey, down for some duels. So I still need 2 bodies on my end. Yeah. How was the last duels of patch 11.2 and not doing duels next weekend? So I have as the season goes on, the participation usually does scale down. Like yesterday we had a good bit of duels for like an hour and a half, and then the last 30 minutes was like really took us a second to really get him back up and running again. So I was like, uh-oh, is it like, because it basically is like everybody's taking a break, everybody's taking a chill, everybody is pushing in arenas or doing Mythic Plus. Like, as I'm going through my beta right now, a lot of the times I'm getting messages like, hey, I'm pushing, hey, I'm trying to finish this out, I'm trying to finish that out. So it might just be a point of maybe taking it easy with duels next week, right? Let them simmer. And then bringing them back in full swing once the new fresh season is in, right? So sometimes it's also really good to do that. But also it's just, you know, if the participation slows down after a while, it's like it's best not to force it at that point. You know what I mean? Why not? Hold on, Arbus is down. Hold on a second. Hey, how you doing? So we'll need 1 more on this team, and that'll be set. I have no idea how Johnny's doing. Nice. Got a spot for you. Beautiful. Wait, Pascal also wants to join? Hold on. Does Johnny need more bodies? Because I can invite Pascal right now and get Rest and Hell to Johnny's team. Johnny, me or Johnny? Johnny will have a spot for you. Johnny, my boy. Hey, save a spot. Save a spot for Rest in Hell, or if possible, smiley face. So I'm gonna pick up Pascal. See if I can get him in here real quick. Party's full. I gotta convert it to a raid. Yeah, but we'll get Pascal in. Need 3. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, Pascal says this is in a group actually, so maybe I should pick up Rest in Hell in a second here. Here we go. Where was Rest in Hell? Rest in Hell says last boss and it'll be down. Where to? Okay. Okay. Johnny's group has 2 spots for you. Where to? The 3rd is a crybaby in LMG. He's under lemon roll. Under lemon roll. Yeah. So you need 2 spots. Never mind, he's coming. Okay. I don't know if you can do all 3 then. What is this? Keeping a company for 3 spots? Got 3 spots? Okay, perfect. 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 He has 3 spots open. 1 healer spot is a filler. So yeah, he can just sign up his entire group into Team Johnny, and we should be good to go. So whenever rest of hell is good. What's his tool name? Lemon Roll Doomhammer. Let me make sure I get it right. Lemon Roll Doomhammer. Lemon Roll Coomhammer. Holy. Alright, whatever rest in hell is good, we got him. Beautiful. Flashbang, what's up, Taco? Are we giving you guys a flashbang? Are we tossing you into the flashbang arena? Flashbang, watch out! Yeah, maybe, right? Why not, right? For the meme? He's Horde. Their group is up as LG. Their group is also up in LOG under raids, under Molten Core in raids legacy. There we go. Yeah, if you look up raids legacy Molten Core, you'll find the group pretty easily. Oh, Ted! Oh my god! Thank you so much. Taco just hits it with the 10. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you, Flashbang. We're doing Flashbang. We won't do Flashbang first map. We'll just do a grand, and then I'll sneak in a Flashbang in between there. How does that sound? We will get a Flashbang done tonight. Perfect. Cool. Another way I could invite Pascal is I will make this group. I'll pass, I think, Koopa lead, right? Yeah, I'll make Koopa. I'll make Outlaw. Azrael, I'll give you lead, okay? Just to make this easier. All right, my guy. Hopefully. I'm having a hard time with this. Okay, ready? Beautiful. I'm getting Rest in Hell in here, and then we go solid. As soon as it switches over, then I get him in, and we'll just spam as many as we can for as much as we can today, dude. I am late today, so we're just gonna try to do as best we can duels-wise, yeah? No pressure. Oh wait, he's good. Okay, invite. Beautiful. Alright, we're good. I'll make Koopa lead. Koopa, just keep me up to date in terms of like how many bodies we got on the team. Invite, spectator, match. Johnny Boy. And Azrael 5. I'll start with Nagran, like I said, just to get these boys acclimated. Because the best part about a flashbang is it's got to come out of left field. It's got to come out of nowhere. It's got to just hit ya. So we're going to treat it like a proper flashbang, dude. We're going to treat it like a proper flashbang. Man. Does that sound like I just woke up? I hope I don't. Although it's not like I wouldn't be the wrong case, honestly. Oh man. Alrighty, boys. Have some fun tonight. Just have some fun in 5V5 1v1 duels. Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. I was confused the rogue with another one. With another person on B-Nut. I was about to confuse him with the Anto. Although I'm pretty sure Anto's also on a rogue. Switch. Got ourselves a Biobow? Is that the name? I like that. I like the simple looking Mog, by the way. Just straight up in his underwear and just a bow. In his raptor. And his... I was about to say horse. I know it's not a horse. I know it's a wolf. For some reason my brain was like, and his horse. I don't know why. Gonna be Arbus, trying to see if he can set up himself a couple of resources. Geist over in the back, we got Koopa, Jaina, and Rest in Hell. Coming back in with Lemon Roll. Last time, yesterday, Lemon was running around and just using these boys like punching bags, beating them up. Wait, how many ha-has do we have? We have haha here, and another haha here. And we got ourselves Nels. Wait, I love the mouse, boys. Holy. Lemon tried to see if he could approach Arbus, charging in, big Conti immediately dark pack. Arbus may need a port unless he's already used one. Did he already use Gateway? Are you just dead? Hold on, he might just be dead. Arbus just trying to see if he can live. Gonna be a mortal coil. Lemon no longer has a trick and stone right after. Needs to find a way to just take control of the situation. Chaos bolts with the succubus. He seemed to follow up. He's just trying to use everything he can just to survive. Massive kick for Lemon Roll, poured out for Arbus. Does have a gateway saved up, so he did have one to use for later, but just doesn't have any ways to stop Lemon for the time being, and that's going to be a quick touch of death. That's just so much damage with bugs. And because of the conduit, you can't even control them during their burst. Like, once they become the Roomba of death, that's it. They're just schmoozing at you and killing you the entire time. Oh, look at this dude's mug. Hold on, he's got himself like a shirt, pants, and he's even got like an undershirt on top of it too. Also, what is this toy you're using? Is that supposed to be like a rock? Is that a rock? Is it like a pet rock or something? I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've seen that. Can you use that sliding thing while you're still casting spells? Because I feel like that would, yeah. That is like a rock. You literally just have a rock in your hand. Wait, you actually can't just slide around. That's so good. Instant fear, I don't even know who really breaks the in-cap. Lemon is going to take a bunch of these volleys though. Pre-karmas does damage. Does it burn through a karma fairly quickly? That rift is still going to do massive. That's going to be guys possibly going for a big defensive here. Got him some PIVE, looking to do damage to heal. Might be looking for disperse. There goes the disperse. Every defensive blown just to try to see if he can live Lemon. Lemon does get himself quite a lot of damage, looking for a reset behind the pillar. Guys also can't do for a reset. Lemon seeing guys really low does pop yet another defensive. Oh, he does have fear back up actually, does he? No, fear does not get tracked properly. That is so unfortunate. If you get another fear, maybe he can live, but no, the kick. Oh, the rift was out, but he needed to get away from the guy. That is so rough, man. Yeah, we do. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Mad damage onto Lemon. This is a great opportunity for SNL just to see if you can finish him off. But the Ring of Peace doing exactly what it's meant to do. Zonal action. Away for SNL. Does try to see if he can cleave down on him. Lemon able to port out in cap for a second. Does buy himself just a second or two. But he's still bleeding out. He's not in a great spot and with a hunt connecting. Ford Brew keeping him alive. SNL goes up in air. Slowed down onto Lemon. He's getting lands back to back. It's just might be lights for the guy. Unless he can wait like 15 seconds on a karma. The rock is my rock buddy. It's an item. It's not even a pet. Wait, just like an item in your inventory? That's awesome. I'd never seen it. That's why I'm like so surprised by it. Lemon tries to go for a last lockdown. But Wrestling Hell is able to take him out with the rogue. Haha, gonna be up next. We got two ha-has in here, so I'm just gonna have to figure out like what I'm gonna call him. I guess they're both called Haas. Haas? I guess Ha works actually, right? Haha XD, Haha XO. I could call him XD or an XO actually, right? That's like the only moniker in the names that actually, like, that's a little different, right? XD and XO. Try to go for Sigil of Fear. XD does end up stepping on him with the trinket. Stun to follow. Wrestling Hell with the trinket. Does end up immuning the, or imprisoning the secret technique damage, which can be massive. That was Shadow Blades and everything. That was like the most amount of damage. However, the trinket trade on a 1.5 minute cooldown, you will not have the trinket before those cooldowns are back. So for Wrestling Hell, now he has basically on the clock 1.5 minutes to take down the rogue. Does a Spectral Sight, and Ha does go in to try to see if he can stop it. I'm gonna switch it in between Ha and XD and XO, I think. Yeah, I think that's all. Otherwise their names are really difficult, honestly. Stun on to XD, does go in for a big hunt with a glaive to follow. He does have evasion for a second, so Wrestling Hell, some of his damage does not quite connect, but is at least able to get a little bit of health back here and there. For XD, if he has himself another go, Wrestling Hell is not looking the healthiest at the moment. He's gonna go for a massive cleave. Quick stun, secret technique, lots of damage, stuns back to back, locked out. Is that gonna be enough for the invasion? Does he have enough survivability? Imprisoned for a moment. That's an opportunity for the Demon Hunter to catch up a little bit. Gouge in order to walk away, but XD's taking a little bit of damage over time. Does get himself a sippy cup. Yet another cleave down by Wrestling Hell. Stun around the corner. I think it might be lights here. Unless the rogue has another lockdown, which he does have a disarm here. I don't really know if that's going to stop the Demon Hunter. You do put a bleed on the rogue. Is it going to be enough though with a kidney? No, it's not enough. He does have dance. Maybe just dance cheap and go for another eviscerate. Cheap eviscerate. No stun as Wrestling Hell does take it. That was a clutch duel between the two. I'm not gonna lie. With Bio gonna be up next, though, full immunity out for Wrestling Hell. Does get some dots on the Bio. Freezing trap waiting for him. Rest and Hell just does not have a way to heal here. He can maybe draw some souls out from these pets and recover a little bit, but he needs Leech. He needs Metamorphosis and Leech in order to get any healing. But also, line of sight from Biabo may not be the worst idea. Just going for yet another meta. He got a lot of damage. Demon Nutter got some damage, and he's going to try and see if he can leverage it versus Biabo. Sigil of Fear. Wait into another cooldown. Massive burst. Oh, the combo! The combo was so good! Versus the Demon Hunter. Oh, versus the Paladin, however, it might be a little bit tough. Does go up in the air. Lance on him has a line of sight for Paladin. He is going to get a Dawn Lights going. Lances are doing a lot of damage, actually. Hold on, Lances actually did a lot of damage. XO is going to have to go for a lot of recovery. Rest in Hell cannot heal behind the pillar. No, he has a Mage Foot. He has Mage Foot. I don't know if he wants to do that. Blind for a second. Could go for a stun and it's over, right? Defensive, Trinket to follow. Rest in Hell picking up as many souls as possible off of him. Russian pass him with the stun. It's going to be a Trinket out or Human Racial out for XO. Hold on, Rest in Hell. If he has any chance to potentially win, if he can get a kick and tripped, that would be a huge stun. It's going to be bubble. It's going to be a bubble. No, Shield of Vengeance actually with a wall. I was going to say maybe a bubble. That was so clutch. Well done for Rest in Hell. You got to love the burst of a Demon Hunter, man. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my guy? You got to love the burst of a DH, man. As XO is going to go for a quick stun onto Jaina. Got himself full Frozen Orb, everything available. But it's going to be the Pally. He's going to have to take this a little bit slow. Has himself Blessing of Saint, Bubble, and Lay on Hands. He's got to use Blessing of Saint, Blessing of Saint first or Lay on Hands first before a Bubble to really maximize the Forbearance abilities here. Bubble cannot be the first thing to blow unless you're like absolutely up against the wall. Better to use a Bubble than not use it though. Blessing of Saint, there it goes. That's probably the best ability you could use here. Perfect opportunity to go counter offensive if you can stay on top of Jane and get a couple of Dawn Lights. He does get at least one Dawn Light on Jane. No, he doesn't. Actually, it looks like he used all of them defensively. Dampening is a 40%, so this is going to give him better survivability. But look, now he's back up against the wall. Lay on Hands. Do you burn it now or do you save it? Shield of Vengeance is going to help you hold off for a little bit longer. Dawn Lights is going to help to burn through Jaina. Meteor down is going to hurt a lot. Does barely survive with Jaina going for a block, though. So for XO, this is huge, actually. Lay on Hands is still available. And a Bubble as well. So he's still got some moves that he can use here. Just not a lot of mana. But at least he's got two big buttons that he can use. Also, that's a gorgeous looking mount. Well, it's a cool looking mount. I know that a lot of Glad players don't enjoy that mount model at all. That being said, the next one in the next season is going to look really pretty. And no second block out for the mages. XO able to take him out with Koopa. I like the set. Hold on, the mask, the chest piece, it's like all very much vanilla. And then you got like the leggings with the skirt combo, all red. I actually like that. It's like it's like vanilla for the most part. Vanilla from the top and a little bit plus down from waist down. I actually kind of like that. I like that a lot. The simplicity, I think, is what I like about it. The red and everything. Into a meld, he's just gonna go for a bit of dots on the XO and just dip out. Blind a little early, but you know what? The rogue could have been nearby. I don't think you expect the rogue to just go in and put a bleeds and then meld after. Is just trying to see if you can avoid the Pally stun to follow. For XO, whatever damage you can do is going to be huge. Does go for a trinket with a blind. Thinking about the dampening, decided he might just want to use something here. Cloak of Shadows is usable here. Vanish also usable, so that's going to be trade. XO still has a Lay on Hands. He does have a Human Racial, so I think he needs to wait until the Human Racial lay on Hands. He needs to wait until Human Racial to break out of stun. Lay on Hands last moment, I think. Maybe follow up with a Shield of Vengeance, or use Shield of Vengeance early. May not be the worst. Whatever damage the Pally can do right now with a Wake of Ashes and a full Dawn Light combo onto the Rogue, I think is what's going to help him win. But he never needs to make sure Lay on Hands is used before you're low health. Does use it here. Koopa does get stunned down. Oh! Does end up taking it. The Pally actually played that perfect. Reska 3? The Pally played that perfect idea, by the way. Well done. Reska 3, though? I know that Brett's got a rogue. He's got a hunter. He must have gotten somebody else that I'm forgetting here. That was crazy. See what I'm saying about red Pallys nowadays? Oh, yeah. No, they're the Pallys are, like, objectively the most popular melee class in the game. They may not be the highest in terms of parsons, sims, and like in Mythic Plus. They're not the part of the God comp, but still, the amount of players that play Red Paladin is a lot based on logs and based on population data that we have. Yeah, they're the most played Radical Snooze Fest? Yeah, you guys, dude, the hate for Reds is unreal from this community, I swear. Let's get another one going, boys. Let's get another one going. Look, I think it's just because when you have a class, like, be the most popular, like, it's gonna get hate. Like your regular average Jane and Joe that plays it, it's just gonna get hated on because they're playing the most popular option. Even if it's not meta. Even if it's not meta, it's just a class you see the most. Like, if you sign up for Mythic Plus, like, most people signing up for your groups are gonna be all Palas. Group, good. Sorry, Koopa, I am gonna be annoying you with these pings, with these messages, man. Everyone log a different character. Okay, let me know when ready. Wait, we're gonna be waiting on Johnny here for a second. Nice, nice. Queuing in a in queue. Are we good, Johnny? Ready, beautiful. I'm gonna want to make you guys wait. Let's do a Hood Classic. Well, look up arenas. It is the, okay, I got the name. Cool. I don't know all my arena names. Well, there's like some arenas that we haven't really done that much. I know most of them. There's like one that I don't know. One special one. It's a simple strong spec. Sure, it is very simple. It is easy to play. That is what a lot of people do agree on. It is pretty easy to play. Building holy power, building and spending is very easy. In a lot of cases, you like press a button when it glows. It's kind of like Frost Deathlight in that regard. But yeah, no, it is pretty simple. It's like one of those specs that you would recommend to somebody that's like, I want to play melee, but I don't play WoW ever. Play Repelli. You know what I mean? Normally, this way you would recommend players like Beastmaster, Hunter. Or remember when Demon Hunter was one of the specs you'd recommend to a new player? Nowadays, I feel like with momentum and all those other abilities Demon Hunters have to do, I wouldn't recommend it to a new player, man. It's hard to do. Mobility challenges make it so much harder to play. Wait, hold on. Oh, switch. Okay, cool. I somehow opened the chat. That's why I was able to remove the UI. Gotta be Nelfies first up over for the team one. I don't think Nelfies. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say, did Nelfies get to play last time? But everybody switched over to different players. Everybody switched over to different classes. That's what happened. Everybody switched over. Nelfies does get a full stun lock on Arbus. That is a little bit of that nether ward for reflect. So he's actually doing some damage to himself. Fear spam. Arbus with a bolt does go for a quick block. Arbus taking a little bit of damage. Wait, what is that Earth Ellie? Water Ellie. That thing looks sick. Where did they add that as a glyph? That thing looks awesome. Massive bolts back to Nelfies. Does not have a block to use here. We'll need to rotate some shields. Oh, one more shield is all he needed. But Arbus just has so much damage. As soon as he popped him out of a block, just continued to pound him with bolts back to back. Simple or very strong? I think both. I describe Repelli as both, actually. Both. Pretty simple, but also pretty strong. Like, their damage is not bad. And I don't think they're like super gear reliant or anything. Lemon doesn't go for a quick touch of death, taking him out, rest in hell, charging at him. Try to see if he can get himself a proper setup. Lemon tried to see if he can secure himself a little bit of peace with a ring into a karma to reverse it. Imprisoned by rest in hell. Sigil of Fear to trade onto that incap, which is huge. It is going to just be a little bit more careful. We expected damage out of Lemon, and that's going to be damage out of him immediately. Does not really have a way to stop a lot of that damage. Try to pick up whatever healing he can. But Rest in Hell now put himself in a bit of a rough spot right now health-wise. Does use immunity with a hunt. Try to see if he can reconnect with it. Stun with a hunt right after into a glaive. That's going to be a 4 brew out of Lemon Roll. Does lock in a good leg sweep. And that's going to be Rest in Hell backing up out of there. But I don't know if he's going to be able to live it. Metamorphosis into the darkness. And for Rest in Hell, he's just not in a great spot. Wait, Koopa. Hold on, Koopa. What are you doing? Okay, I think they realized that a mistake was made. I think Koopa thought that Rest in Hell died. Nope. No, he didn't die. We got it a bit of a resetty. I'm not against this. Okay, if Lemon, can you give Rest in Hell just a little bit of healing or something? I think Koopa maybe jumped the gun there a little bit early, right? Is that what happened? You know what? I'm okay. I like how the two of them just stopped dueling for a second. Like, wait a second. And then he died. Oh, good, oh, good, oh, good, oh, good. I like how we did a little reset. And now we're back in action. For SNL, he is a little bit behind on health, though. But he's recovering whatever he can. And Lemon is also not really trying to rush him either. Not really trying to rush him either. So it's got to be at least a bit of a reset. For SNL, I think he was just saved death here. Imminent death in the darkness. But this is okay. All right, this works out. The H doesn't even run momentum anyway. Other than not, still, I'd say like with the rotations they got going on and cooldown management, well, even without the movement challenge, I still say Demon Hunter is a little bit like more complex than a Pally. Nowadays, I feel like maybe some Legion version or BFA version of DH maybe comparable, but right now, no. Massive burst off for Lemon with a Karma. Nothing wrestler can really do in this situation. Maybe he can fly up in the air. No, I don't think. No, he actually might have that available. Stun onto Lemon. This is an opportunity to maybe bring back some health. Try to pick up some souls here, but it's going to be a quick lockdown by Lemon with that Fist of Fury, not letting him attack him whatsoever. That was rough, man. Rogue is a hair trigger. Bro, all rogues are, dude. Honestly, I feel like if you play a rogue long enough, whenever you see somebody that's low health, or something like while you're in stealth and somebody's near you, you know what? You know what I do with a rogue when I'm just in stealth any moment? I'm just spamming my sap macro. Like my sap anybody near me macro. It's like my stealth sap macro. And then as soon as you see somebody low, you just want to hit them with a CC, lock him down. It's like an itch, and you got to scratch it sometimes. So honestly, comes with a class. You know what I mean? Oh, somebody's low on health. I'm a rogue. I can take him out really quickly. Gotta throw him in a CC, dude. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like when you wake up, you take a breath. Or actually, maybe that's how I'm not having a good sleep. It's like, wait, what do you mean? It's not automatic? No comment. Gonna be full kidney out to 11. Got him fully locked down with bleeds. I think it just might be lights, right? Death mark and everything. Yeah, it's death. It's death. Yeah, get him low enough and that's it. Chazzy, yo, hold on. Chaz is gonna be up next as a Boomkid. I love Boomkids in League, by the way. We've started to see a lot more Boomkids in duels. They are a little hard to come by, but they're really good when played well. They just gotta play like super steady, bear form, having to go for heals, landing some clones, getting some dots, getting some bursting. Focus shots for Koopa. Chaz in a bear form immediately. They're starting to see if he can wait out Koopa. That's going to be a bunch of bleeds with the Kingsbane disarm to follow. That's a perfect opportunity for Chaz to make some damage happen. Then it's going to be a lot of poisons on you though, so Barskin may need to be in play here. Bear form, expecting to have another lockdown by the rogue, which is huge right now. Got himself a bit of that distance. Spam heals. Whenever you're away from the guy, I think you just got to start spamming them heals. Try to see if you can go for a meld with a prowl stealth, looking for a stun, but he just needs some healing right now. He needs some healing. Barskin may not be enough here for him. Next lockdown for Koopa. Them silences, by the way, locking those Boomkin out. He literally can't play the game with silences, man. These silences are brutal. Does go for a charge, disarm, but it still needs some healing. Maybe it can go for some damage. Fear of a Loon. Got him so hard of the wild. Kidney, I think Koopa just got him. Those bleeds and silences, man, there's just nothing you can do. Actually, nothing you can do. Jag's gonna be up next. Full bleeds, and Koopa, I think, is just dead. Cheat death. He's got himself a sippy. But the bleeds, I think, do take him. Yeah, bleeds do take him. Nothing he can do. Jags did pop a incarnation there. With a full opener onto guys, the Shadow Prince is gonna, I think, have a pretty hard time with all those bleeds. That's a lot of bursts in the opener. Maybe looking for disperse. The Feral Druid is not giving him even a chance to recover full disperse with just bleeds alone. Bleeds and a couple of bites here and there. He hasn't even been able to do any damage into stun right after. This is just brutal. Actually brutal. Does have a couple of volleys into interrupt on Shadow. Does he have any healing? Doesn't have just a little bit of healing. Void Torrent into an immediate bash right after. Jax is finally starting to take even a modicum of damage. Guys looking for a bit of recovery. VE is keeping it barely alive. Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be how he brings it back? Is just VE and self heals? You got to spam flash heals. You got to spam them. Next opener by the Pharaoh is going to be brutal. You need to have a fear or something. You need to fade it. You need to fade it or something. I have no idea. Jack's got himself full recovery. We're Heart of the Wild. He's in a great spot right now. Guys trying to see if he can get across. Does, I think, get a Shadow Crash on him. So that's probably going to be dots. Eyes are available too. So honestly, may want to pick him up. Just so you can easily see like where the Pharaohs are attacking you. Fading that stun would have been amazing. But he's going to take a lot of damage. Guys, It's gonna have to go flash healing slow again. Yeah, it's just gonna be tough. 38% dampening, not making this easy. Warlock House and chomp down, but it barely did anything. Faded into a stun. You have a fear. Fear maybe? Disrupt on a shadow? Does get horror for a second? Is this enough damage maybe? Oh, big old bite by the Feral Druid with Jaina gonna be up next, charging in. Is gonna get hit with the reversals. I think for Jake's right now, he's in a great spot unless he gets locked down in a full stun, which is very, very possible. Breath on a Jaina. Breath and stun. Breath and stun. Bash on a Jaina? Oh, with a meteor. He actually power shifts it. I think he power shifted to avoid the stun. Right? Is that what happened? Full lances either way for Jane off of that stun though. Doesn't have taken it. With XD gonna be up next as an elemental shaman. So it's gonna be a bit of a caster v caster here. But Jaina has basically every defensive here, at least everyone for now to work with. Breath immediately onto XD. Does not have a proper stun at the moment. Does have a meteor though. Ascendance out for XD. Maybe a block on a Jaina. Does go for the block. Does go for the block. I don't even think the animation of the block appeared fast enough there. At some point you just stopped. There's a block. That'll be it for me. Really out of shape. All good, guys. Yo, I guess the Feral Druid, I feel like every class is going to feel out of shape. Feral Druids are rough in 1v1. Especially since they got like a full-on bleeds on you. Like, there's nothing you can really do in that situation. Jaina also might be in a situation... Oh, what was that? Was that a primordial from around the corner? Very possible. Someone hit him from around the pillar. That's tough. Let's get another one going here, man. That's all good, guys. SP's out of those. SP can, ShadoWpriest can do well, but they're in a really tough spot still in 1v1s. I think they're probably in some of the best 1v1 eras they've been in a while. Like, Void Weaver with the whole Void Rift and everything is really good. That being said, you're still going to be in a bit of a tough spot. I've been trying to fake a kick. All good. No, I mean, between that and bleeds, like the bleeds themselves, I think probably did a lot of pressure where you're just like, like, what do I do in this situation? All good though. Honestly, Koopa may need a +1 here. Koopa may need 1. So invite me if you need more bodies, and I'll take over with a group and try to help search and all that. 860. I think is where we're at. We need 1. Invite. I'll take over with search. Yeah. Pass me that invite, pass me lead. All that. Okay, Johnny's ready. I'll need an invite from Koopa to get you guys a +1. Who else can I invite? Aura? Oh, Aura is on. Kreiser? Team Koopa is full? Oh, never mind. You're full then. Never mind. Okay, hold on. He's got it set up. Beautiful. Alrighty, boys. We're doing it. You're not ready for what's about to happen? You guys are not ready either. Flashbang, watch out! Hold on, is there like a Call of Duty sound effect for this? Hold on. Hold on. It's gonna be a dumb joke, Chad, but hold on, can you hear it? That must have been loud enough, right? Like a proper flashback, bro. I tried to get like a full voice line and everything, but whatever, man. As long as you get what I was trying to go for, that's all I care about, dude. Joke was not great, but as long as you get the gist. Exactly. I had to hit you guys with a flashbang, man. I had to. Gotta do at least one of those, right? Alright, the map is pretty ass though for duels, but we'll see how this goes, man. Twitch. We got ourselves Abolish over for Team X. Abolish XD? Hold on, how many XDs are there? Dude, how many XDs do we have? Everybody is literally XD. Holy. Am I XD or my rogue or am I XP still? I don't remember, dude. Oh, dude, the XD is out of control here. We got ourselves a couple of new bodies here. We got, what is even your name? Exploit? I have no idea. Exploit, I guess is going to be the name. Rest in hell on this team. We got Jane and we got us a Scoopa. Enzo's abolished. How many XDs do we have here? We got Haha XD, Second Haha XD, Jax, Lemon Roll, and Nelphis. Holy dude, the names. The names. Retinel is going to be first up versus the Rogue. Cheap shot. Rogue's got himself full opener here. No blades, however. So Rest in Hell does not pop a trinket because you're not seeing blades. However, it took so much damage though. He's going to have to recover a lot of health, dude. The souls he's picking up from XD right now is giving him a lot of recovery. Trinket out of XD with the disarm with Rest in Hell. Does end up removing it by backflipping out, going back in. And XD is actually taking a lot of damage right now. The Rogue is getting shredded. Got a fantastic mog, by the way. That thing looks great. The bone sight set looks beautiful. Sap onto Rest in Hell as he's trying to see if he can just go for a little bit of a reset versus the Demon Hunter. Does hit him with a sap on a blade dance. I was thinking he was gonna get cleaned by it. I think he did get hit by a little bit. Stun into yet another blade dance. I think the Rogue might be dead. Does go for yet another vantage. If only he had Spectral Sight while he was up in the air, right? No, he does. He does. He does. He does get one little lance in there. Holy! Hold on a second. Oh, the Rogue could be dead. Sap? Was that dance sap? Did you just burn a trinket while dancing? I think he did. I think it did. Holy. Tango deal 6. Exactly. Cheap shot into Rest in Hell. Does have a trinket. Does he burn it though? Oh! That is Shadow Blades. That was a lot of damage on a... I guess it was a Rogue with the Shadow Blades burning through full burst and everything. But man, I don't think even Rest in Hell expected for it to crit that much. He was doing so good too. But a Rogue can just turn it around you like that. In a snap. That's tough. I guess you still have to trinket a Shadow Blades every time. Otherwise you're just dead. I guess you gotta do that. That's rough, man. That's rough. If only you could have like blurred it or something. I really, anything would have saved him there, I think. Unless if the Rogue got all like crit after crit after crit, just got super lucky. Bladestorm out for ONYXIA. Does get himself a stun while mid Bladestorm is playing out the Fury Warrior Slayer build. Disarm onto XD for a second. For Sploit, I don't even know. Sploit? I don't even know how to say your name, to be honest, actually. Spiot? I have no clue. Chat, help me here. Help me. I'm gonna give him best shot, man. Wait, or is it supposed to be ODIN? Odin. Is that supposed to be a D next to the O? You know what? Can we just call him Odin? That makes it a little easier on me, dude. I'm fully convinced all rogues are... Come on, seriously. No, seriously. Blades back up. Odin. I'm gonna call him Odin. I think it works out. I think it's gonna wear well. This is gonna have to take a lot of damage from Rogue. Big defenses were used. Try to see if he can pick up a little bit of healing. Executes are coming through, but he's gonna have to wait until a big Bladestorm Avatar, everything is available. But he at least has the cooldowns coming back up, and Rogue keeping him bled up the entire time. Yet another rupture just to make sure there's none of that second wind healing. But Odin, he may not be in a great spot here at all. His health is dipping. He doesn't have Rallying Cry. I think he just might die to the bleeds here. Unless he can pick up a heal and a stun of the Rogue. Try to trade a stun there, but he just did not have a trinket or a Rachel to break him out of CC. That is so rough. So the Rogue taking 2 so far. Blind exchange with Koopa as he is fully bled up. And this could be an opportunity to have himself a proper go here. Dance, cheap shot with the vanish out for Koopa. Does get caught back in. And XD try to see if he can keep the bleeds rolling. Does have Koopa bled up at a blind trade. Koopa and the XD no longer have a trinket. Neither one of them has one. XD, however, does get himself a reset for a second. That is huge for him. That is actually massive. That is great for him. I picked up by Koopa, so at least he's got himself at least a little bit of recovery here. At least some form of recovery. And XD got himself a full reset though. No trinket, so whoever gets the opener here is going to be the winner, I think. Especially if Koopa goes in like full blaze, deathmark, everything does go for a sap. Try to see if you can fan the rogue out while he's still bled up. XD, try to see if you can have him go with blades. It's either here or over. Cheat Death still available for Koopa. Does go for a gouge in between. Gets a full set of blades. Death Mark and everything is available. Does have evasion. Maybe it'll be enough to just live. Just enough to live. Bleeds are up onto XD. He actually might die to the bleeds. Can you live these? Needs to pick up, needs a faint. The whole entire time, I think. Because he's melting. Those bleeds are going to last for a while. Set it down for mage food. Koopa also should have mage food on his team. Yep. Set it down, mage food for mage food. Try to get whatever recovery you can. Holy. He's actually just barely fighting off the bleeds. Now he's on the recovery. And he's still taking damage though, unfortunately. Wait, is Koopa still bleeding? He got a reset. Okay, finally full reset for him. That is rough, man. That could have been really, really bad for XD, but he played it well. No, so you're right. Yeah. Okay. Good. My V, I do mess up the names really bad, man. The space would be happy to join. I just saw a message, man. I'm glad you were able to join. Holy, Koopa is in a corner. I think he's in the right spot where if XD picks up the eye, he's at least kind of there. Melded. Oh, he's gonna find him though. Trinket's a backup though. Trinket for Trinket. And XD trying to see if he can add this really quick chip shot. Oh! He just needed one more stun, and that's exactly what he pulled off there. Abolished rushing in. Does have the totem. Picking up the eye so you can see the rogue, even if he goes for a quick meld, or not meld, but a reset. Vantage does get used here with a blind to follow. Seeing that the shaman still has the eyes, I think the blind was the right call, actually. Whatever resets you can get, if it's a clean one, that's going to be huge for you. Yeah, whatever resets you can get, totem, though, is not going to be great. Does go in for a stun. Step yet again. Trinket. That's going to be full burst. Burrow down for a second. XD has himself blades. This is an opportunity to make the most damage happen. He got dance coming up very, very soon. I don't even know if he can live this, though. Yeah, I don't know if he can live this fade and just try to see if he can get himself some reset behind the pillar. Lead by the shaman. Just dropping a burst on him the entire time with a fire Ellie. I think it's just lights, man. I think it's over. Cloak of Shadows last second. Hold on a moment. Take it down the totem. Elemental? I don't know what happened. I think that elemental got a hit around the corner, right? Is that what it was? Is that what that was? Jay's going to be up next. Immediate incarnation onto abolish. Full wall is up for the shaman. He does get himself great totem root with a static totem just to keep him in place. Does get himself. Oh, I think it was elemental blast proc. I think that's what it was. I think he's playing the ancestor build. I'm just not really seeing ancestors. Then again, they're probably like really light blue ancestors on a really light blue floor. So they're probably like invisible at some point, right? They're probably really, really hard to see actually whenever they do float around. For Abolish, he's picking up a lot of healing. Got himself a mad shield for the bleeds. And just needs to get himself an angle versus Jakes. Jakes? I'm gonna mess up your name. I'm gonna definitely get it wrong. Does have the totem to slow him down. Knock on the stun immediately. That is diabolical. That is so good. He is going to need a little bit of healing though. His health is not doing that great. That shield tried to stave off the bleeds, but it's having a hard time, man. As Jakes is trying to see if he catches himself a reset totem around the corner. Stunned by the earthy elemental. For Abolish, that's an opportunity to at least make some damage happen. Thorned by the Pharaoh with a bar skin. I don't know if he can really do much right now. He definitely needs some healing. That's going to be full bleeds by the Pharaoh, though, and I think it's might be able to take it down, but that's a lot of burst damage on the shaman. Almost took Jake's out. I think he just needed like a global or two, and that might have been lights. Jaina trying to go for a bit of a blizzard on the floor. That is going to be Ursula skipping away, and Jake's looking for a bit of that reset. Does have barely a line of sight away from Jaina. It is going to be able to get himself a proper reset. Question is, do you just rush him? I don't think you do, right? I don't think you do. I think you just need healing. Spam of regrowth and mage food is going to help him out tremendously. Jaina, I don't think he's going to commit a blink to get behind that pillar. Unless you have Shimmer. Which I don't think he would. Blizzard around the corner. Trying to make it difficult for Jakes to sit behind the pillar. It is going to go for a proper main stun either way. This could give him an opportunity to put up at least some bleeds. At least maybe one or two. To try to start burning through those shields of Jaina. Jaina also has those 5-minute shields, or 5-second shields. So it's a giga shield, but it doesn't actually, it's not a constant shield. So it absorbs damage for a little bit, but then it will fall off right after. So if you can just get some damage in between those shields, that'd be huge. Full stunner Jakes does have a trinket. Jaina trying to see if you can maximize that damage though. Still doing a lot. Jakes looking for a lot of recovery. Wall, Heart of the Wild. Oh, Heart of the Wild is down. Barskin Jaina does have a block in case they need to. Try to see if he can survive. Those shields are actually keeping him barely alive, but is doing a lot of work. Oh, wait a second. Oh, lances and I think an icicle at the end does end up taking it. With Nelphys is going to force a block out of him immediately. There's just not much you can really do. Unless Jaina can go for a proper reset, yeah, there's just not much you can really do. Nelphys like, yo, come on. You want to bust out of the block. I know you do. I know you do. Jaina's breath, however, does not connect, unfortunately. It does go for an invis. I don't think you can sit down for food. I don't think you can actually sit down for food. Unless Nelphys goes super far away. Oh, that's perfect. Now you might be able to get some food. Yeah, Nelphys going to have to mount up. If you don't mount up, you're going to give him a couple of ticks of food. First aid, that's also faster than food. He's going to go for a blizzard around the corner. Jaina trying to minimize the damage. Does have shields. And that's going to be maybe an opportunity to have a go. Breath. Nelphys with a block. Reset for Jaina for a second. What? Is going to be another block? I don't know if Nelphys needed to block. Maybe they felt under pressure because the mage is like blinking up in their face. And we're like, maybe I should press the defensive. Polly, you're going to get stunned unless you back away from it. Meteor down onto Nelphys, trying to go for some flurries. Shields are available. Trying to find himself some cover behind the pillar. Jaina just does not have any health at all. Holy meld. Without a shield, you basically cannot be in front of... It's over. I was going to say. Basically cannot be in front of Nelphys without a shield. The rogue picked up 3, by the way. Well done. Well done. Let's get us another going here, boys, yeah? Onomas, onomas. Koopa and Johnny, let me know when you boys both are ready. And we'll get you guys into the game in here, yeah? 850, 860, 1, beautiful. Yeah, Odin, sorry for messing up your name, man. Again, sorry. Okay, so Crazy will not be able to join us, unfortunately. I'm just swapping a major real quick. Okay. Mikkel in here. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. Johnny, let me know if you're good as well. This guy's got problems for the day. Wait. What am I looking at? This guy's got problems for the day. What am I looking at? Oh, it's the character's face. Oh. What is that? Oh, is that the Dornagal? Wait. What the tongue do, what the tongue do though? Is that what is that what you're saying? This guy's got pros for today? This guy's got dual pros for today pretty well. Huh? The tongue? Or is it supposed to be a laughing mode? I don't really... I feel like that can be taken either or. Is that supposed to be cryptic or am I just stupid? I actually have no idea. Oh man. It's crazy. Wait, people are cheesing PvP weapons? Bro, what is happening? Oh, basically just do a juggle between justice points and honor points until you get enough honor. Guys can convert honor into justice and justice into honor. Wait, so you basically just juggle back and forth until you get enough honor and then you buy the item. I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. I do very much like it. Alright, I'm lead, good, beautiful, and ready. Beautiful. Let you guys into some normal arenas. Although I feel like a flashbang once in a while to freshen up the core. I think it's good. It's healthy. You know what I mean? It's like an ice bath. 458 weapons on the H for 200 gold. Are there actually? Wait. If that's real, then I don't know what's the point of that. Unless they're like, hey, unless it's like a PvP weapon for PvP specifically. But hold on. Was Pandaria with the expansion that had PvP power? Was that the expansion with PvP power as a stat? Yeah, increase your PvP power. Yeah, so that weapon does have PvP power. So I guess if they wanted an honor weapon, they could just juggle justice points, honor points until they have enough. That's probably what they mean. It's like without PvPing, you can get a weapon. That's I guess what they're trying to say. All the PvP gear is shit. 50 to 200 gold. It's so dumb. And yeah, there's PvP power. Yeah, I forgot that as a stat. I kind of hated the fact that it had PvP power. I think PvP result was one thing, but PvP power was weird. It's a weird stat. They just made like, okay, don't put gems in PvP power or don't do agility. And it's like, dude, the math behind it too is like, it's so confusing, man. Like, think, Blizz, I just want to play the game and not have to do math. I just want to press backstab, not do arithmetic. You know what I mean? Alrighty, which? Is it Miko first versus Jax? I think that's exactly what I'm missing here. Jax, I am going to mess up your name though. I'll just call you Jax. But Jax, I'm trying to be respectful to the full name and everything. Miko does get himself a bit of healing in the early on here. Actually, Warlock House used really early. Got himself the procs for the Dark Soul. Is going to be full dots with a full Dark Layer. The Haunt and everything on the Jax does a lot of damage. He's just going to melt to the dots. May have to burn Heart of the Wild with Miko popping a wall here really early. So for Jax, he's just got to find a way to live the dots, which are going to last on him for a while. And these random Shadow Bolts and Malefic Raptures are not going to feel good at all. Heart of the Wild with wall. Miko trying to see if he can get himself a cast. Haunt. Woo! Just extinguish him. Yeah, those dots last for a while, but Chase, the quick kill shot. There's just not much you can really do. The PM Hunter tried to see if he can get some damage versus Abolish. And he's trying to see if he can get some damage back in. Bro, that lava burst, man. Them lava bursts hurt. Stun onto Abolish. Little Turtle as a defensive for Chase, just to give himself whatever survivability he can. He's basically just got to poke from behind the pillar, get a quick kill command, and get behind the pillar. As PM though, I feel like you need a lot of sight to get a lot of your damage out. I don't think you can really poke out kill command and we'll go behind the pillar all that off of Kenya. He's got to basically ramp up those pets, let him do good auto attack and get some damage here and there. But those free Elu blots out for Abolish are just kind of nuts, actually. Maybe looking for a turtle shell here. Shane's just trying to live. Abolish actually starting to take a little bit of damage. Scatter for a second. Doesn't sit that long. There goes the turtle with a freezing trap to get whatever CC he can. And Chase might have to go for like a camo or something. I don't think he'll be able to do much here. Feign death for a moment. Does disengage to break out of the root, but man, Abolish still able to take him out. Beastmaster Hunter technically can do well in duels, but they basically got to run against melee, I think. And gotta have a lot of sight, like a lot of sight. Exo over on the mage system around is taking a lot of damage from Abolish, but it's still got himself lots of damage, lots of flurries, plenty of lances, lots of shatters, while Icy Veins is in play. Abolish though able to level out the field here with a couple of lava bursts underground, while XO try to see if he can get himself a proper lockdown with that Snowdrift stun. Stormkeeper does reposition with a quick interrupt for Abolish. Has lava cast that he could use, but he's not in a great spot. Breath to follow is just over unless he somehow survives and barely alive with a couple of lances out of XD. Still took a lot of hits either way. Is gonna have to sit down for some food immediately. The burst out of these boys really early on here is kind of nuts, not gonna lie, as Jada is gonna get himself a bit of a honor duel here versus XO. I don't hate it. Is it XD or is that XO? Is that supposed to be D? Straight up looks like an O, doesn't it? Or maybe it is a D, because that's the same D as for Odin, so maybe it is. I don't even know, dude. XO XD. Honestly, tomato. You know what I mean? Except I don't know a single person who says tomato, to be honest. Walling them off. The antisocial play of a mage is just like, you know what? I want to place a wall here, ring of frost around the other side. I'm just gonna sit back here and get myself a recovery. At this point, Jada is like, even if you wanted to rush him, you literally can't. You literally cannot. Let's just spend the time trying to burn the wall down. And at that point, like, it's not even really worth it. It's gonna be Jada try to go for a frost bomb, full shatter combo with a soldier stun. XD, however, can't escape it. Meteor with Common Storm still slamming on him. He did alter or reverse blink, either one, to recover his health, but it's going to be another alter. I don't know whose alter that is on the left hand side. Whoever it was, I think they never used it. Block out for Jada, but XD still holding on to his. He still got 2 blocks. Hold on, XD is an advantage here. He is doing really well. He does have an advantage right now because he still got blocks, where Jada does not have blocks except for 1. So it's actually XD still got himself a defensive, may have to use it here. Does go for a block. That's going to give him better than recovery. Wait, no, it doesn't. He didn't pick up the talent that gives block a heal. So he has to bust out of it and go for a bit of recovery behind the pillar. Shift the power to get some cooldowns. That's about all he can do. I don't know if he has anything available. Breath of the XD. Poly right after. Poly did not go through. Blinks away though. Does not get hit by the Comet Storm or Meteor, but still took a huge hit in this for a second. I don't know if he has anything. Not having the block heal, however, ended up winning Jaina the duel. I did not realize it was going to be that big. I mean, having a heal is better than not having a heal, but damn. I honestly thought like he got 2 blocks, he's going to be winner here, right? But no. Wait, somebody left over in team 1. We had 1. All right, Lemon. Your last one left. Jaina burned through his last ice block here. There's just not much you could really do. Who do we have over in team 1 that bounced? I thought we had like 1 more, unless it was literally everybody that could burn through that quickly. Which I don't think so, but... Wait, actually did. A lot of people... I guess there was a shaman that burned through somebody, and there was a Miko that burned through a feral druid. No, I think somebody did bounce, unfortunately. That or DC'd. Big damage on the Jada. Try to see if he gives him whatever survivability he's got. Invis is available in a few seconds. We'll want to use it defensively. Invis needs to be used right now. Trying to go for a stun of the Karma. Reversing a lot of the damage back to the mage. Ow! No. Maybe that's what happened. So maybe that guy, when he did bounce, maybe he didn't bounce. Maybe it's just the game DCing us. This happened before when it comes to doing duels. I don't know why. It happens on EU more than it. Actually, no, it does happen on an A2. We're trying to get back in there, boys. Hopefully things are stable enough. What is happening? I'm gonna have to do some free float camera here. Free flow camera action, but it looks like Lemon's still hanging in. Taking a lot of damage from Odin with a stun around the corner, but does round the bend. Still staying mounted with an in-cap. Does have Zerkers, I think. Can break out of in-cap with Zerkers if it is available. But for Odin, he's just gone. I just realized you have Blade. I just realized his whole Mog, I think, pretty sure it's supposed to be a Blade, right? Pretty sure it's supposed to be a Blade. I'm just thinking like Katana's trench coat. Is it Blade? I think it is Blade. You know what? Even if it's not Blade, in my head canon, that is Blade. And it looks great. Sunglasses and everything, dude. It's perfect. Fist of Fury, mad damage out by Lemon with a full Condi. Yeah, once the conduit is channeling on you, that's just a ton of damage. There's just not much you can really do about it. It's such a lasso left, so it looks like Lemon potentially could go for a sweep of 3 at the very least. Marvel Rivals, a Blade trailer, and Wednesday big hype. Wait, really? Yo, I'm actually excited. Wait, I might actually have to play Marvel Rivals then. Blade is awesome. I see. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, I can sort of kind of use the UI. I can't see the health bars except above their heads, but at least I can track cooldowns. This looks weird. I hate this. Thanks, Blizzard. I hate this. I hate the way it looks, but at least I can follow him properly. It is going to be the final 1v1 here. It comes down in the black hole, down to the wire of Extinction versus Lemon. Dude, Blade is underrated, I think. Blade is just an awesome concept. And for like the movies, even though they kind of, you know, the movies are pretty jank, but they were good for their time. But I feel like as a concept, it's just so underrated. The DPS with a lot of tank abilities, kind of like Mr. Fantastic. That seems really, really good. I mean, a vampire character, yeah, would have a lot of survivability, I imagine. Maybe some leech capabilities, I would assume. That'd be perfect. Lemon trying to see if he can avoid Extinction as best as possible, porting in and out, using mobility just to stay away. Extinction has him so big bursts, he just waiting to blow his load. For Lemon, though, he's waiting until the trinket is back up and cooldowns are up. The best he can do is cooldowns. The best he can do is Condi with Zwen, with a Karma and Diffuse. That's about all he's really got. If he gets locked down to full stun, however, with Extinction or full Meteor and he can't really respond, though, it is going to be in a bad spot. Block is available for Extinction, does blink away here. Zwen, that's with a lot of burst here. Do you have Ultra or anything? Does knock him back. Slice wins to reconnect. Oh, cauterize. Might need to block us. Try to see if he can live. Shields are up. Might just have to have himself a go here. Trying to go for a Nova. At some point, he's going to have a go. But Lemon did do a lot of damage just now. Extinction recovering whatever health you can, whatever shields you can, is going to be huge. I don't know if you can sit down for food. Is going to step out for a second. Leg sweep. Block to follow. Breath. I think you just have to have a go, right? Meteor, everything is available. Karma, reverse it. Extinction is just gonna melt, I think. He got invis. No. Lemon doesn't have taken it. That is tough. Lemon does pick up 3 there. Hate the little DC we had, but it was really good. One of my favorite movies, of course, needs to get a Mog. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I love that. That is so good. Let's see if we can get ourselves another one going here, boys, yeah? One mas, one mas. What is this Mog? With a glove, is it? I mean, I guess it's kind of fitting, actually, in a way. Wait, that robe with the gloves and the... It doesn't not quite fit in the same color scheme, but I kind of understand what he's trying to do. You're looking kind of zesty though, not gonna lie. Not a bad mog, but a very zesty mog. Ready? Beautiful. Is Johnny ready is the question. Rick! Have a spotted one to do a few game or two. I can check. Yeah, if any are up, they would be in LFG. You are feeling a bit better, friend. Yo, Rick is back in. We need 3. Rick got spots. Yeah, spots open in LFG. Chat, we need bodies. Johnny's gonna need a couple of them. Johnny's gonna need a couple of bodies. If you want to join Johnny, they need 2 more bodies. They got Rick in there. But if you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to. Koopa, let your team know that other team needs to build up real quick. Just to let them know, like, yo, hang, chill. We're gonna get a game going in a second. Hold on that. Look at general. That's the price of a PvP girl on me, yo. Wait. Contenders leather bracer. I was like, is that really PvP gear? Because it's so blue. 450. That's not that bad. But I guess technically what the article is like, oh, but you can get a sword for 457. So I guess it is a little better. I guess, what is that? Is that like the crafted PvP gear? That's like the very, very base version. And it's a 7 item level difference. I'm assuming there's also a lot of PvP power difference between the items, isn't there? Because 7 item levels doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it's decent enough. It's almost 10, but it's not too crazy. But it's also been a second, so maybe in Pandaria, like, even a couple of item level difference is like huge gain. It's been a second. Lemon for president? Lemon for president, man. That's for sure. Ooh, I smell food, man. I smell food, chat. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. Or much of yesterday. But yeah, we have the group of LFG. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to. Well, it's gonna invite, man. I feel like I've looked through everybody so far. Pretty sure. Kimpachi? Sabo? Yo. Sabo. My man. Does he want to join, maybe? Onyx? Healer friend. Yeah, I need to do a better job of marking you guys. Who's a healer? Who's not a healer? Zikari? He's pushing though. He's definitely pushing. I would ask him otherwise. Alright, so we're waiting for 2 more bodies then. Until then, we're waiting. We're chilling. Man, dude, I got a mother of a headache right now. Just sitting here and it just like hit me. There's a 20-ish PvP power difference. 20? I guess, okay, so for me, when I'm thinking of like when you're dealing with thousands of PvP power, like 4,600, whatever, 20 doesn't seem like a lot. But maybe in Pandaria, even like 1 point of stats was huge. But when you're dealing with 4,000 of it, you know what I mean? That's like a cool one too. I try to see if we can find somebody who's max level here. There's not a lot of people that actually max here. Oh, this guy. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of health. Man, there's actually not a lot of max levels in Orgrimmar, which actually makes all the sense in the world. There's gotta be at least somebody max level, right? At least one person. Oh, this guy. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, he's got some champion track gear, right? But look, like, he's got like, you know, he got some items here that are like a weapon, 4,701 agility. And you're telling me like, there's a 20 agility difference between one item and another. I'm like, that's barely anything. 100 agility is kind of sort of relevant. But it's like, it all depends. Like, if you're dealing with giga numbers, then like, you know, 20, 100 becomes like very, very little. At least on retail. I just don't really know how it is in MOP though. Maybe in MOP it's very different, right? Maybe in Pandaria it is so different, it's crazy. Also, Jake, by the way, yesterday I was able to complete my entire like chapter thing for the season for Diablo. I ended up getting in a group and we ended up grinding out the tournament for what is that? The Astaroth work or whatever. We did like a run where we just one-shot the guy. And I was like, hey, can we do like a 10-minute run? They were like, I'm down. So then we did a really fast speed run and we just did it in 10 minutes. I was like, well, now I'm done now. So I'm pretty much done for the season. I don't really know if I'm going to play too much more. So I'm annoyed with Diablo push to tier 70 and just die if my ultimate isn't up. Oh, tier 70 for me was actually, I mean, being a Sork, it's actually very, very easy. I was actually didn't even have all my gear and masterwork. I still had a couple items that were like not really even close to being full. Oh, I got the ring, by the way. I also got the ring of Starless Skies, just doing like Gregory, just farming Gregory, and that thing dropped. I was like, oh, and that's actually needed for my build. The only other item you can get is a Harlequins. And I tried to see if I can, because I got an extra shard, try to see if we can get another craft. I got the same chest piece I already had for craft, for a unique. I might end up messing around with the game a little bit more, you know, just grinding just for funsies, and probably doing all these zones so I can get more Paragon points, because I don't have all the zones done for those. Is it Harlequin you want? Or Perdition? So there's actually a different build. I got this other unique instead that is ice shards, and I can actually use ice shards to buff my damage. So I'm basically doing like ball lightning to get spark charges. I'm doing ice shards to get a buff, and I'm using hydras. And all those abilities are very, very mana heavy, so I can just basically keep spamming my frozen shield. And I also got another Lego that gives me like a short roll, and as I spend mana, that roll dodge gets a refund on cooldown, and I can, when I roll through mobs, I get my ultimate back. Like if I roll through enough of them, it's basically back immediately. But I kind of just want to group them, roll through them, and drop hydras, and then roll through them, group them up again, roll through them. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like a variation. What I like about that build though is it allows me to reach 1,000 armor and resistance cap easily. Penitent Greaves, yeah, the one with the Penitent Greaves. Well, Gregory Greaves. I don't remember what's it called, but it's like Chain Lightning Greaves, but I don't actually use Chain Lightning, right? I don't use Chain Lightning. I just use it for like additional raw mana. So you're basically just trying to get as many. It's weird because the only item you really need that's a necessary unique is the neck, so you can get big hydras, and that's really essentially it. And then from there, you're just basically getting a bunch of other uniques and items in order to make like mana burning and some utility stuff, and that's really about it. It's weird. Frozen Orb Summoner build, Peak Sork. Apparently it's not that good right now. Apparently all everybody can play at the moment is Hydra. There's like one good build. There's a couple of variations of Hydra, but I got like the lightning orb and the ice shard variation, which is a little more aggressive, and it feels really good because it just feels like I have cooldowns up all the time. I actually feel tanky and I can do a lot of damage. It's not good now, but when it was good, it was insane. Yeah, I kind of wish I tried it. But maybe I'll try playing next season. Apparently the game is still, even after whatever hotfixes they did, still has a memory leak problem. Game crashes pretty regularly. It's so bad, dude. You have 20+ summons at once. I am missing a bunch of summons though because I don't have the whole Vessel of Hatred expect. So I'm missing those runes that everybody has in their armor. Like when people have a bunch of like wolf summons, I don't have those. So I'm missing a bit of my full power potential, but that's decent enough. I'm able to run through, what is it, tier 70 rifts or whatever, and without any issue. I thought it was going to be rough. Like I first going in, I'm like, oh, okay, my gear is not fully masterworked, and things are dying a little slowly at first. But it's like, but I'm not dying at all. My health is not going down. So I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna have to take a little bit longer with every pack. But that actually ended up being shorter because I'm like, okay, one Hydra, two Hydra, couple of short. Oh, okay, now things are dying. Okay, just like a little setup. You can try trading if you're ruined, see if it works. I don't know. I mean, if you want, we could try that. I don't even know if the game will let me equip it. But yeah, I mean, I have 5 bill, so if you got some runes for me that I could use, I got 5 bill you could use. I give you like 4 of it, so I can just keep 1. I was gonna suggest like whenever I'm actually fully done with the season, I was just gonna give you whatever I got. Like it's like if you're gonna keep playing, I could just give you a 5 build that I have, and whatever other uniques that I'm using. I don't know if you can just take them, because I got like the neck thing that is needed for Hydra. I got that with 4 of those like little star things. I don't play Diablo enough to know exactly what it is, but yeah, 4-star unique. Every single rune 2 times is no issue. Yeah, if it lets us trade, I'll be down. Yeah, I give you 5 Billy, 4 Billy, so I can keep a Billy. You gotta, yeah, sell it. I'm using it right now. Should I sell it? Is it a lot? I was gonna give it to you, so you could have some fun with a Hydro Sword this season. Pretty sure I can give it, like, even after I equip it, right? Yeah, I was gonna just be like, hey, I'm done with the season. Here we go. Here's my stuff. You want it? I mean, it's yours. I'll keep it for you if you're gonna keep playing. But yeah, 4GA Hydra deck. I got really lucky on that one. I didn't even think about, like, in terms of how big value is it. If you've masterworked, I don't think you could trade it. Yeah, I did masterwork it. But can't you take off the masterworking, reset it? Can't I reset it and then trade? Or is it, like, locked in? I guess we could find out, right? Yeah, anyway, like, whenever I'm, like, fully done, what I could do is I could try drop it on the ground, see if you could pick it up. We could try some stuff, right? But yeah. Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with it. I think it is still so bound that way. So even if I drop it on the floor, it won't be able to do anything. Damn. Yeah, I didn't realize. Either way. I wasn't really trying to, like, play to get money or gold, whatever, right? I was just trying to play to play, and I got a 4, and I was like, cool. I'm pretty sure I didn't even masterwork it to, like, the right stats either. Did it farm any bosses, by the way? The ring I got as Biss. I don't need any of the mythics. The ring I got as Biss. Yeah. I was gonna try to see if I can farm up maybe for Harlequins, just so I could do a different variation of Hydro Sword, which is apparently kind of tanky. And like a little more chill. You just don't really do anything. Where my current Sword, I'm actually pressing buttons. And I'm actually enjoying that build a little more, but apparently you can go like just more damn, less damn taken, more damn done. How are we doing with that group, by the way? Still 2 needed? Man. Hold on. Can I ask anybody else? I feel like I blew through my entire BNet, man. I think I blew through my entire BNet, so it's not like I can really add much more. Is that build using Verglas then? Is the iShards helm? I think it is. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Oh, did I delete it? Oh man, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah. I had it up yesterday. Let's see if I can put it up. I can pull up the actual, yeah, Hydrosaur Pit Push build. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. It's on Mobilytics. Let me see if I can just where are you? There we go. That's the build. That's more or less everything. It has like a starter version, it has a Shackle variation, base Uber's version with like the items. Yeah, Hail of Verglas. Yes, the one. I'm just not familiar with that one. I just like, oh, the Ice Shard helm. That's literally how I thought about it. But yeah, it gives you a really good cold resist, and that Ice Shards gives you like a damage buff for 5 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty good. You basically would just like shoot it once in a while just to refresh the buff, and then you would run around and you would shoot the what's it called, ball lightning. So just ball lightning and Ice Shards, and just kind of, you know, just kind of cycle between those two just to maintain the buffs. And then it's mostly dumping Hydras into Ice Armor and Infernos. You can also swap out the enchantment of like Teleport for a Hydra if you just want to go raw damage. But that's a pretty good one. It's like really easy to play into. Really easy to play into. But yeah, I ended up picking up the Ring of Starless Skies with the Shadow Falls Death, Axial Conduit Pants, that's the one I was looking for, Flicker Step, Boots, and just run around, kill stuff. Yeah, then you would want runes, but I don't have runes, so I don't know if you'd be able to like trade me those or not. I have no idea if that would work. This requires offerings, but I have no idea if I have offerings. Oh, Mobilytic builds have early game, late game. Yeah, it really depends if a person puts effort into making those builds. But yeah, finding people that do have those early builds and later builds, it does help, in fact. Actually, chain light build is really good for bossing. Is it actually? I just gotta. The thing is with Diablo is like there's a build for leveling, build for bossing, build for pits, build for this, build for that, build for speed, and I'm just like, I just want a build that does everything. I think it's probably good that the game has that much build crafting, but it's like I just want a build for does it all. But yeah, there's also a Shaco version of the build that does still roll ball lightning, but it doesn't really do much. Just use ball lightning for like amp, and then mostly you hydras, and you don't really do anything. You just flame shield, ice armor, and play defensively. You do need a Harlequin though, but the rest of the items are all about the same. Just want to pit push they have to be good at bossing, or else they don't finish the pit. You just want a pit push, they have to be good at bossing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I assumed is bossing. Also, the Shackles uses Cosmic Anomaly for taunt, but also for damage. Also, again, to make it super tanky. Just so you don't actually take a lot of damage to the face. And this other build cycles the mana so quick, you're going to be able to get stuff back really quickly. Either or. We still need 2 more bodies, dude. Should we just like, we are getting close to like, what, time where we normally end the stream. Should we just call it here, chat? Not push any further? Next week, chat? I don't know. I'll see if you guys are down to do more duels or not. We might do like a Friday duels and then just take it easy afterwards, or maybe just take it easy completely next week. I'm perfectly cool with that too. I need to try Anomaly from a build since the glass cannon. Yeah, I feel that. Let's set up 4v4 when we get one over. That could be a possibility. Could do a quick 4v4. Azrael, Koopa, you still around? What we could do is we could have one of your guys go to Team Johnny and do a quick 4v4. So we at least have a duel to end the night off. If you guys want to do that, we could do it. We'll get the last one for the evening. CM's out on Wednesday, actual hype? Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't really played or leveled the character for MOP at all, so I am not really able to join CMs. But I hope it's fun, man. Hope it's fun. Maybe like with a collector's bounty going away, this after the reset, maybe then I'll come hop onto MOP and mess around with it. Like before 11.2. Just as soon as 11.2 is going to be here, I'm not going to be able to spend any time in MOP, man. I'm just going to be grinding. There's going to be a lot of dungeons you can run. A lot of content you can get through. Raids it out Thursday night, by the way, in case there's a lot of MOP people. Nice. Hey, Dal, big fan here, though. How do you join one of those arena games? If you want to join one right now, oh, hey. Do we have enough on each team? Hold on, if you want to join, we got a spot right now. Well, technically, I had a spot. But you would just sign up in LFG. We just list them up, we list them in LFG, and anybody and everybody's welcome. Yeah, Andy, anybody can join, man. Literally anybody. Got 4? We'll send it, man. We'll send it. Invite, spectator, match. Azrael and Johnny Boy. Let's do a Toll Veron. We haven't done Toll Veron today. That's a really good one for casters. I have no idea if Koopa only has 4 or if he has 5. If he has a 4v5, that'll work too. Honestly, I think Lemon used to go for 1v5 anyway. He used to play that one-man army build either way. Did it work? Good as for Toll Veron, but I didn't do anything. I'll try it again. One more time. What a boss. You're 5? That's fine. Okay, Toberon is not working, so we'll try Tigers. For some reason, Toberon just does not want to cube. Tigers is also not working. What is happening? Not grand? I am not sure what's happening. I'm the twin brother of Call of Druidy from yesterday. Bro, hold on a second. I know Druidy. Odin? Okay, we give him a second. Isn't available to join. We give him a sec. In queue or something? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you motherfucker join, man. Yo, just ask Druidy next time like we're doing duels Friday. You're right now, Morgan. Do you want to join? We actually got a spot right now. Got 5? Okay. Johnny got him 5. Beautiful. Okay, we'll try again. Toll Veron. I think we might have to here. Kick me, I switch teams. Wait, what? Okay, we'll send a request. I don't know if it'll work or not. I'm doing? Okay, hold on. And switch when you said 4v4. Oh, I don't think we need to anymore. I think we have a 5v5 now. Yeah, I think we do have enough for 5v5, I thought. Gonna join you for Alliance? Yeah, anybody can join in. Hold on. Trying to figure this thing out. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're set. Yeah, we're 5. Okay, we do have everybody 5, I think, right now. Okay, it's not working for some reason. Yeah, anybody can join. It doesn't matter faction, because everything is cross-faction nowadays. Okay, the game does not want to queue for some reason. The game does not want to queue us at all. Did we reach our queue limit, Blizzard? Is that what happened? Is this like Mrs. Lock or something? I don't know. Dalaran viewers. I'm just gonna start throwing you guys into random arenas, I guess. It doesn't give us a queue at all. Oh, Dalaran viewers work for some reason. All right, Blizzard. Last one of the night, boys. Dalaran viewers. Have fun. Good luck. All that good stuff. Yeah. What is happening, Blizz? What is happening? That's what we're on before last one for the night. Next week, chat. I will keep you up to date. Maybe we'll do duels, and maybe we won't. Maybe we'll take a break from duels, and then we'll just do other stuff, and then come back when the new season is here. Good luck and fun. Exactly. Good luck and fun, boys. Good luck and fun. Wait, Odin. You're not in. Okay, so I think when you tried to switch over, they did end up picking up a hunter. And then Mikkel or Koopa ended up picking up somebody. I don't know if he's still in or not in or what happened. But yeah. We did end up getting a 5-man team. I think we were trying to do 4v4 and then just like last minute some people picked up a 5th. So then it was like, alright, let's just say that. But we'll just run with this. Which, even if you're missing out duels, we'll still have more of them in the future. So don't worry, boys. I'm in? Okay, beautiful. On an ult? I'm assuming, right? Jaina first one out over for the team 1, and yo, Rick running these boys down with the fiends. Look at that. Triple doggo fiend. They're actually just tearing Jaina apart. Immediate block. I don't blame you. He did the cheese. Look at that. He's got 3 of them. Look, he's got a Bile Fiend. He's got a Gloomhound. He's got a Charhound. He's got so many of these pets in there. And a Chaos Mother barreling down Jaina from afar. Oh my goodness. Insta block for these pets. At least you're a Frostmage, so you got 2 of them, right? Rick. Diabolical, man. You have a helm? Oh, you do have a helm. You have a helm. You did the whole Nazathian look. Is that a PvP version? Jada is going to end up altering, back it up out of there for a second. Everybody trying to give him some space. I like how you have put all these different toys way up there in the clocking up the pipe over there. It's gonna be a bunch of demons getting summoned up together with the tyrant. All the pets are in. Jaina trying to go for a stun. Then there's gonna be Doomguard around the corner. Mortal running Jaina out. That Doomguard is gonna have a field day right now, dude. Axtos, that Doomguard is getting so much value. Still lots of damage onto Rick either way. So Jaina does have a little bit of a bite to them as well. For Rick, the more pets he can get and just chill behind the pillars, the better it's going to be for him, honestly. For Jaina, at least he can Nova the pets and chill, keep them there for a second, but not an amazing spot health-wise. Ultra is up. Can try to blink in. Brad does hit a Doomguard. Going to be a port out for Rick. And Jaina's position is actually going to be in a little bit of a better spot here, I think. Try to see if he can spell steal the Nether Ward off of the Warlock. Chaos Salvo off of Chaos Mother. Not feeling good at all. Jaina with another Ring of Frost, just trying to give himself any kind of survivability they can muster. With Rick trying to see if he can just chill, maybe get around the pillar. Jaina with a quick and biz. Not in a great spot, getting caught out in a stun with a Doomguard. You know, if you're out and Doomguard is getting too many blasts at you, those shotables of Doomguard really do hurt. You got at least one freebie there. Rick is not in a... Actually, Rick is in a good spot, but he's kind of starting to... I was gonna say run dry on cooldowns, but no, he's not. He's actually just chilling. I was thinking for a second, like he's kind of starting to get chipped away health-wise, but no. Doomguard, yeah, Doomguard. Dude, he's getting so many procs at Doomguards, man. Literally, Doom Guards are winning in the game. And another Doom Guard onto Miko. Does get himself a bit of reflect. The Doom Guard value, though. Look at it blasted. Look at the Doom Guard just blasted. What are these Doom Guard procs? It's RNG whether you get one or not. There's no guarantee. It's never a guarantee. And it keeps getting one back to back to back. Oh, these bets on the Miko with everything available. Is that with the Tyrant? No, no Tyrant. Not from what I can tell. Pet's getting sent in onto Rick though. Rick is dotted up. It is a full Dark Lane. He is just having to see if he can just wait this out a little. Drain live to try to get himself recovery. Miko swinging around the corner, getting this instant cast, which is exactly what it needs. Miko with instant action to take down Rick. You see a couple of those. Just a couple quick interrupt into a haunt. Is that enough? Both are low. Miko does take it. Oh, that was so good. Miko did have to use literally everything to do this, however, but was able to at least take out a fairly tough Warlock, man. And is giving him an opportunity with a full honor duel by Lemon Roll. Super, super generous of him. Super, super honorable to him. Martin then also joins this. I like that set. Wait, that... I wish... Actually, the helm with the fire kind of matches the rest of the fire. But it was the helm like rocky bits, it matched the metal bits. Color-wise. Like it was a little bit lighter. And they were just matched perfectly. Lemon cooldowns up with Zuan. All the cooldowns available. All Miko could do is go for a Dark Pact. Celestial Condi needs to pour it out of it. I don't know if he can gateway out or anything. Miko does have a Warlock Hellstone. Might be able to use a Warlock Hellstone to give himself some survivability. Does use a Lock Hellstone. No gateway for a second. Has himself instance. Trying to get juked, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's just not much you can do in that situation. Actually, nothing you could do. I guess the monk in particular, you can't really outrun him or anything. That is so tough. With Abolish going to be up next. He can't cheat on Boy Uncle. What do you mean he can't cheat? Who are you talking about here? Lemon does drop down a port. Abolish trying to see if he can get himself a good angle over there with a Fire Elemental. As long as Fire Ellie is actually out and about, it will do decent damage. Fire Ellie will do good damage on its own, man. It just needs line of sight. It will do non-negligible damage. It's going to be burrowed down for Abolish for a second. Knock up on the Lemon does go for a port immediately to stabilize. Stonekeeper is up for Abolish. If he can get himself a proc of Ascendance too, that'd be huge. Does not get a proc of Ascendance, but does get himself those zaps in there with a lightning elemental on top of it. That's massive for him. Lemon tried to see if he can get himself whatever recovery behind the pillar. Does drop down a what's it called? A totem, or totem was down for Abolish rather. Incap for a second. Trinkets out of it just to get some damage going. Yo, he got himself the what's this called? The Ancestors. Does he get enough of an angle? No, the Ancestors do fade apart too quickly. Unfortunately, does continue to get Lava Burst proxy either way. Just needs a big Ascendance with a wall. That's going to be the shield. Ascendance proc with a carpet to follow. Do you just fight through it while wall is up? I think that's exactly what he's going for. Trying to see if he can fight through it. Got him some movement while casting. Cannot be interrupted. Chain Lightning. I don't really know if Chain Lightning will do much here. But at least he's able to fight through a armor, break it past it. Lemon is on a retreat right now. Complete a reset behind the pillar with WiFi slamming. Trying to get himself whatever heal he can. Incap for just a second, but Lemon is not in a great spot at all. He can defuse if he wants to rush at Abolished. That's about all he can do actually. Slides and wants to try to move, try to see if he cut across. Lava Burst does not feel good at all though. That Lava Burst does not feel good at all. Ancestors are in play, but he just does not have the angle at the moment. Stormkeeper is in. You can get another Ancestor. Stun. Trinket to follow. He does get himself, I think, a Primordial. He definitely needs a Primordial. Flame Shock removed. Knocking it back. He's going to have to reshock him to Primordial. There goes the totem. That's an easy Frame Shock, baby. I don't know if he can go for another stun. Does go for a Fire Elemental. Looking for a big Meteor. Does not connect. Slowed. Does get himself Primordial. That does a lot of damage. Ancestor is in play with that one. He just needs one more cast. Oh, and the Lava Burst takes it. Woo! That was so good. Dark Tide's gonna be up next though. Try to see if he can get himself some damage going with the pets. And his Abolish, I think, needs to get himself some line of sight, get away from these pets. Yeah, Axe Toss, all of these pets, does knock some of them back. Corruption? Hold on a second. That's a move. Actually, at least they make it Corruption an instant cast next patch, so you might actually end up using Corruption. Maybe even some cases as a Demonology. Although Corruption is not really meant to be an ability you want to put up. But I guess like if you want some free damage, even the guy who's going to be behind the pillar, I guess it's better than nothing. All the Ancestors are in, but they're used in order to heal up. Abolish is literally trying to use Ancestors for recovery. He might be able to make some kind of a play here though. With just Ancestors alone, if you can get on someone decent proc. Primordial not available. Wall is available. He can burrow. And it's going to be Dark Tides in a good spot, but he kind of wants to abolish out in the open with his pets. All he needs is just really to summon up a pet from around the corner here and there, get a proc or two. And that's all he really needs. Abolish is on a complete retreatment, just going to try to scoot around, healing surge spamming. Then it's going to be a fresh new pet available. Dark Tides with a Gloomhound. All the pets are in. Access to follow. Unless Abolish can get him some kind of reset, or he just root the pets, walk away from them. He's just not in a great spot. Trying to go for whatever lava burst with answers so he can. Avoiding the Doomguard as best as possible. Does end up doing just enough damage to take down the Warlock with Martin then dropping down a full volley with a rapid fire right after. Instantly going in for damage. Extinction going to be up next. Silence to follow. That Chimeric Poison is massive. Ultra is available. Stun right after. For Martin, if you got yourself another go here, man. Stun again. Onto Extinction is going to max range by the looks of it. Got himself that Exil. Rapid Fire is going to connect from a distance. Oh, that is a lot of damage there. That is a ton of damage. Extinction is not in a great spot. He's just melting to the dots. G-Pie is not going to be able to do much with the G-Pie, unfortunately. Alter, oh, cauterized with a block. Martin then is in a great spot right now. Hold on, he's in a great spot. He just needs another volley, man. Another rapid fire. Black Arrow, volley. Does he have a knockback? He does into a rapid fire. Oh my god! That was so good. Trade perfect with Thomas, man. Though time to see if he can blaze storm right over. Martin does get hit with a stun. Knockback right after. Was that a full like Warbreaker? It was a Warbreaker. He is a Colossus, right? It is a Colossus. There it is. Martin then does go for a bit of recovery behind the pillar, catching up whatever healing he can. Botting shot around the corner. I love this whole Necrolord Magus man's got going on. That looks good. Look at that full set. Freezing trap around the corner. Martin then may need to go for a full camo here. Get a full recovery because against Thomas man might be in a tough spot. There goes a full camo. Oh wait, you still see him either way. It doesn't even matter. I guess there's a bleed on him or something. Does go for a stun. He has himself a pet sack with a turtle. Martin at some point I think is just probably gonna have to go for like a knockback onto Thomas man and just go for like rapid fire and just full damage. Stun. You're not gonna be able to outrun him. You can't really go for full camo. Yeah, you might as well do whatever damage you can. Does get to back up out of the knockback. That's huge. Whatever damage you can do to pelt him, even with a slow, that's gonna be massive. He has to. Next Stormbolt out for Thomas though. I think he's gonna be able to win this. If Martin can sit down and get some food, he might be okay. Freezing trap probably waiting for him. Thomas man, if he has a reflect, he'll be able to stop it. Does get himself a botting shot around the corner. Freezing trap does get thrown out. Reflected. Oh, that's so perfect. The warrior wins this, I think. Faint on a demolish. Oh, what is that? What is that? Charge in with a blade start to follow. Martin does not have a lot of health to work without all the weapon throw. Almost weapon throw does pretty much kill him actually. Never mind, weapon throw does pretty much kill him there. Well done. Well done. Nelphy is going to be up next. Last one left over for the team 2. Thomas, this is your chance, man. I don't know if you can do much. Reflect up here with a meteor slamming down. At least able to dampen some of the damage he takes. Is able to at least get a Stormbolt on the Nelphy with a fear to follow. That is a trinket out of the mage. So maybe you can get yourself a setup. There is a Warbreaker available very, very soon. You're going to have to be very, very careful. Wait, Nelphy, do you see it? That's the awful DC. But Thomas does pick up a kill there. Abbal's picking up 2 and Martin picking up 2 though as well. Well done, well done. That last DC was actually unfortunate. Actually unfortunate. But did hit really hard. Was that a mortal strike at the end that just slammed that hard? Or was that like a big old execute? I don't even know. But there it is, boys. But there it is. Well, that one is going to be the last duel. Maybe, possibly, last duels of 11-2. Next week, again, maybe we'll do a few duels if you guys are interested. I'm not against it completely. But I wouldn't be against just taking a break either. You know what I mean? It is basically end of a patch. We're heading into 11-2. So it also makes sense for me to just like chill for a week. And then come in once the new class changes are in. GG's, boys. You guys are wonderful, beautiful, super fun hanging out with every single one of you. I am going to go get myself some food, get some work done, all that good stuff. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching. Yo, them big class buffs coming out in 11-2, man. Last minute buffs are looking really, really good, honestly. You guys have a wonderful evening, though. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see all of you guys in another stream, yeah? We'll be back Tuesday for a reset. Although Tuesday, we're not going to have the Collector's Bounty buff anymore, at least on our name. So I don't know what we're going to do. Probably PTR, I guess, at that point, right? At that point. You guys have a wonderful one. Thanks so much for watching. Super fun hanging out with all of you boys. I'll catch you all after the weekend, yeah? Alrighty, boys? Alrighty. You guys have a good one. Peace.
Change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted.